It began on a night when the sky was clear. No clouds, no rain, no storm, yet the river rose. Villages along the banks woke to the sound of water crashing through doors, snapping wooden pillars like bones. People ran into the streets barefoot, screaming for their children, their parents, their gods. Then came the sound beneath the water. A low, vibrating roar, so deep it shook the earth. Old men dropped to their knees. This is not a flood. One whispered, "This is awakening." By dawn, entire villages were gone, not washed away, dragged under, as if something below the surface was pulling them down. Bodies floated days later. Some had no faces, some had been crushed like paper, and some were never found. On the seventh day, the river broke its banks completely. Water swallowed cities, and then it rose above the flood. People saw it from rooftops, temples, mountain paths. A towering shape, taller than pagodas, its body covered in black scales cracked with glowing red veins. Its head was not one, but many. Twisted faces fused together, mouths opening and closing in endless screams. Its eyes burned like dying suns. Where it walked, the flood followed. Where it roared, buildings collapsed. Children went silent in their mother's arms. The government called it a natural disaster. The monks called it Haishui Longmo, the black flood demon dragon. They said it was sealed centuries ago beneath the river by blood rituals and human sacrifice. And now it was free. China fell in weeks, cities drowned, mountains cracked, temples collapsed into rivers of mud and bones. The monster did not hunt for food, it hunted for souls. Survivors told stories of seeing faces inside the floodwater, faces of the dead, screaming, begging, pulling the living down with them. Boats capsized without being touched. Helicopters fell from the sky as if swatted by invisible hands. The flood spread unnaturally, reaching places rivers had never touched. By the end of the first month, millions were dead. The world watched helplessly as China vanished beneath water and terror, but not everyone died. High in the kindling mountains, far from the drowned plains, 4 families survived. They did not survive by luck. They survived by knowledge. 1. The Liu family, descendants of ancient Taoist exorcists. Their grandfather, Liu Shen, had warned for years that the river seal was weakening. No one listened. 2. The Zhang family, former military engineers. They knew how to build shelters, traps, and weapons from scraps. 3. The Wei family, historians and translators of forbidden texts. They possessed scrolls never meant to be read aloud. 4. The Chen family, fishermen by bloodline, but their ancestors had once fed the monster to keep it asleep. And the price was always human. Inside an ancient mountain cave, the Wei family opened a scroll sealed with blood. The writing shook as it was read. When the river demon wakes, the flood is its breath. It cannot be killed by steel or fire, only by returning what was stolen. The monster was once a guardian spirit, created to protect the land. But humans betrayed it. They used its power for war. They fed it prisoners. They bound it in chains made of human bones. It went mad. It became hunger. It became flood. The 4 families saw the monster up close when it climbed the mountains, dragging the flood with it like a living ocean. The ground shook, trees uprooted, children cried until their voices broke. The monster's roar split the sky. It sensed them. The Liu grandfather raised a talisman and screamed ancient words. The monster turned its heads toward the cave. For a moment it hesitated, then it screamed louder. The flood surged forward. They barely escaped. 3 people died that night, crushed by falling rock. The monster was not just hunting cities anymore. It was hunting them. The scrolls revealed the final truth. To kill the monster, the original seal must be recreated. But the seal demanded 4 bloodlines, the same families whose ancestors helped create the demon. Their blood had to willingly return to the river. Not all, but enough to awaken the seal. Silence filled the cave. Parents looked at their children. Children looked at the water below. The flood roared in the distance like laughter. They traveled to the ruins of an ancient drowned capital, now submerged beneath black water. The monster slept there during the day. The air smelled of rot and iron. They built a ritual platform from broken temple stones. As night fell, the flood became still. Too still, the monster rose from the water slowly, its many faces whispering names of the dead. It knew. The Zhang family detonated explosives, ripping scales from the monster's body. Black blood spilled into the flood, making it scream. The Liu grandfather chanted until his throat bled. The Wei family read the forbidden words, each sentence aging them years. The Chen family stepped into the water. One by one, voluntarily, the monster shrieked as the seal activated. Chains of light wrapped around its body. The flood began to recede, but the monster fought back. It crushed buildings. It swallowed people whole. Then Liu Shen made the final choice. He walked into the water, smiling. "Let it end with us," he said. The seal snapped shut. The monster screamed. A sound so loud it shattered mountains. Its body collapsed, turning to stone. The flood drained away like blood from an open wound. Rivers returned to their paths. The sky cleared. The monster sank beneath the earth, dead at last, or so it seemed. Years later, China rebuilt. The world called it a miracle. Only 4 families knew the truth. They still avoided the river. They still heard whispers in flowing water. Because some nights, when the moon turns black, the river rises just a little, and something beneath it breathes.